Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing 5-color Rogue. This is just another deck I found out there in the wild, and it's similar to the deck that I've seen called the Solution, although that's not what this deck was called. It was just called Rogue. It's 5 colors, so I'm calling it 5-color Rogue. And so we have, okay, so it's 5 colors, that's one thing. Part of the thing is, so we have 20 creatures, okay, plus 4 Call of the Herd. So that gives us basically 24 creatures. And when you're running these 5-color decks in Premodern, as everybody probably knows by now, the land base is not ideal. So there's always this mishmash of gemstone mines and cities of brass and some of these lair lands and so forth. But this deck is able to get away with playing Thran Quarry. Thran Quarry is an old card from back then, and I don't think it saw a lot of play, but it has a trigger on the end step. It says at the beginning of the end step, if you control no creatures, sacrifice this land. But it taps for any color, comes to play untapped. So as long as we can have creatures on the battlefield, I mean, in the rare case where there's like a sweeper or something like this, maybe this card would go away. But besides that, it seems pretty solid in this. And again, it's an end step trigger. So like I could play this on turn 1 and play a Birds of Paradise. Now that's risky because the bird gets bolted and goes away. But I'm just saying that it's interesting that this card is used in this 5-color. I mean, because like the whole land base is devoted to 5 colors. We have the 4 City of Brass. We have 3 Gemstone Mine. There's 2 Dromar's Cavern to represent kind of the most how do I say this? Not the most used colors, but the highest represented in the deck, I guess. I mean, it's got a fair amount of green too. So, but there's 2 of these. 3 Gemstone Mines, there's 1 forest, 1 island, 2 plains, and then you have your reflecting pools, which work well with the Thran Quarry, works well with Undiscovered Paradise, it's a 1 of, and the mines and the City of Brass. So I feel like it can work pretty good. It can operate well and not get color hosed. I've done some testing with this deck. I didn't have any problems with mana, so I'm hoping that'll be the case here in this league. We also have 4 Mox Diamonds that obviously attack for any color too. For 1-drops, we got 4 Birds of Paradise. Those produce any color. It's a weak creature, but it's a creature on the battlefield that can produce any color. We have 2 Lightning Bolts for a little bit of removal. 4 Swords to Plowshares, and 4 Mother of Runes to help protect our creatures. There's 2 copies of Mana Leak and 2 copies of Disenchant at the 2-drop slot for very important utilitarian cards. 4 copies of Meddling Mage, which is used also in the Solution deck. And, it's just, this card's always just a matter of timing and just getting it down at the right time to name the right card. So it's always a little tricky, but in the right situation, this can be super annoying for the opponent. Then we have the Calls of the Herd that we talked about. So that's a recurring creature that we can get 2 of them out of there from this 1 card. And then there's 4 copies of Shadow Mage Infiltrator. It's a 3-mana human wizard with fear. Today's Magic, you don't really see fear too much anymore, but back in the day, fear was the thing. So this makes it difficult to block. This creature can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or black creatures, meaning creatures that aren't afraid. They don't have fear. And then, of course, this can draw a card when it does damage. So nowadays, there's all kinds of ways that creatures can't be blocked. I think Menace is probably the most important one, or the most often used one. But anyway, this is just a way for us to draw cards. I've played against this card, and it can be very obnoxious when it gets going. So got 4 of those to hopefully get in a little bit of damage and some card advantage. And then finally at the top end, we got our Lightning Angels. 3/4 Flying Vigilance Haste for 4 mana. I mean, back then this was a really good card. It's just that it was difficult to cast with all the colors, but solid top end card here. So yeah, that's what we're trying to get to in the game to get the victories. It's very varied creature base with all kinds of different things they can do. In the sideboard, we have some blasts. We got some pyroblasts. We have 1 red elemental, 1 hydroblast, and 1 blue elemental blast. So pretty good diversity among the blasts for playing against red or blue. Couple Seals of Cleansing to destroy artifacts or enchantments. There's 3 copies of Chill. So if we go against red, we can play these and make their spells more expensive, similar to Gloom, but it's 2 instead of 3. And then 4 copies of Engineered Plague, which is just fantastic against any type of creature decks. So that's our deck for today, and should be some interesting league games, so we'll see you there. Okay, jump into match 1 here. Not the greatest hand, but I think we can keep. Probably going to pitch the Thran Quarry this early in the game. Well, yeah, I don't know, it's very close, but any creature out there may not last long, so yeah, we'll start with the Thran Quarry here. And play the Gemstone Mine. We could do Meddling Mage on Lightning Bolt, but that doesn't seem real great. So I think we're going to do this Mother of Runes, and then I think we're actually going to Plowshare the Lavamancer. Earthquake for 1, okay. Ooh, Lightning Angel looks good. Hopefully we'll draw land next turn. That'd be nice. Oh my gosh, they're pillaging. Okay, well, so much for that. Oh, there's a Mother of Runes, that's good. Firebolt. Okay. Dwarven Miner, alright. We probably won't ever see a third land, so. Could just name Firebolt. I think we just need to get this creature down. I know it kills our land, but okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, guess I didn't do that in the right order or something. But we're just trying to get creature density to attack because our lands are just going to be all blown away. We're never going to see this Lightning Angel. So we just got to try to win the game as fast as we can. Opponent's down to 9. No more lands to blow up. Get 2 encampment, okay. Black Vice, okay. City of Brass. Yeah, I'm probably gonna play the Mox Diamond. Pitch in the City of Brass since the Dwarven Miner can't kill that, so. No blocks, okay, interesting. Let's see if we're gonna be able to get there. I don't know. First strike. We do have a couple of lightning bolts. Undiscovered Paradise. Can't play that yet, though. If we attack with the elephant token, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do here. Sure. Okay. Not going to play this land yet, obviously, so. All right. I guess we could play the Undiscovered Paradise now that there's no other land destruction in play. I mean, he can Rashad and port it, I guess. Ties up his mana too. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay. Well, I think we're just doing nothing for the foreseeable future, so. Another land here would be pretty good to see. That's a land. So we can play another Meddling Mage. I think we're just going to name just Lightning Bolt, I think. Oh my god, that doesn't task for any color. Okay, so yep. Could also say Firebolt and attack too. Let's do that. That way we can get a free attack in without losing the Firebolt naming, since that is in their graveyard and they can flash it back. Okay. And now we have our creature slightly bigger than the opponent's. Oh, well, okay. I was going to name Lightning Bolt, but if I did that, oh, okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Lots of meddling mages. This could be a long stretch here. But they're definitely ahead. Well, if we go land, we might have a chance. But it's not looking too good. So, gonna lose with the opponent having 2 life. Ugh. It's a slow, painful death here. Don't think we'll be casting another spell the rest of this game, looks like. We needed like lands till the end of time to just even be able to do anything at all. And I mean, at this point, I don't think anything's going to matter right now. I mean, we need a land and then a lightning bolt. So, and that's kind of unlikely, but I mean, that's something. We're just gonna have to play it. Oh my gosh, yes, I know. Okay, bolt face, sure. We're probably just dead, I'm sure. 2 fanatics. Tap my city of brass. I think we're just dead. Sack the fanatic. Yep, that'll do it. Okay. Whew, boy, that was rough. Okay, well, we'll bring the chills in, see if we can slow it down there, and some more blue hate. Take out 1 disenchant. A swords to plowshares. Still got a lot of stuff to take out. I guess a meddling mage, they're not really that great. Mana leak isn't even very good, really. I think everything else we kind of need. Do we need this disenchant? Yeah, possibly. What else are we taking out here? I think just another meddling mage. Okay, let's try that. Yikes, not the best hand. No early plays, but we have good stuff eventually. It's just if all our lands get blown up, then... Alright, see if we can make it turn 3, I guess. If I remember how this card works, it's... Yeah, okay. Oh, Wasteland, sure. Okay, I'll get the Mother of Runes down. I think Mox Diamond's kind of important in this matchup just to get something out there before they start killing your lands. Okay. Man, with the meddling mages, good lord. Yeah, I mean, we'll name, I guess, Lightning Bolt. I mean, these meddling mages kind of suck in this matchup, really, but it's just what we got, is all. Okay. Birds of Paradise, alright. I imagine this bird dies to the Mog Fanatic, but I mean, we still got to play it, so... Shot and port, that's fun. If I could ever get to 4 mana, that'd be great, but even 3 would be good, just to get something going. This Shadow Mage Infiltrator, if that can do anything on the battlefield, would be fabulous. It's our buddy, the Dwarven Miner. Okay, this is kind of a big turn here. I think we're going to be able to get this Lightning Angel down, believe it or not. Yeah, it looks that way. So we have blue, white, red, and we'll go ahead and play this Mox Diamond. So white, red, blue. There we go. That's the business there. Trying to make the best of what mana we had there. Alright, let's see what kind of damage they can do to us. There goes the Mox Diamond. Goes one of our lands, and then port. But we got creatures, though. Oh my god. Oh my. Yeah. The best anarchy in the history of the world. Oh my gosh, that was unbelievably bad. Okay. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I want to get that out there first because if it survives, it can potentially be a recurring source of card advantage, and then the Carl of the Herd after that. But I know there's, well, it's probably just going to die, looks like. Oh, yeah, okay, sure. None of that mattered, so... Well, we're getting lands, that's good. I think I need to keep playing the lands. I'm hoping that there's no mass land destruction going on, but we gotta just play our stuff, so... Alright, pass back. Opponent's at 7, we're at 9. Trying to avoid tapping the City of Brass. Yep. That's annoying. Oh my god, are you serious? Opponent attacks. Wow. Okay. Okay. Opponent's at 1. Let's see what happens. No more earthquakes. Opponent's going aggro. Do I have to block this? I think I do. Wow. I mean, I still lose to lightning bolt. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was, wow, that was close. Didn't see anything different that wants me to change anything here. Maybe, I don't know if we need this disenchant, so I'm going to bring in this extra Swords to Plowshare. Try that. I'm amazed that we got the Lightning Angel down that game. That was a surprise. Okay, chill could be pretty good, so we'll keep. Probably start on, let's see here. Probably need to get the Birds of Paradise going pretty soon, although the Mother of Runes is important. I don't know, it's kind of all important, so let's start off on the birds. It gives them 2 things that they got to deal with, so. Turn 2 chill, I'm hoping. That will slow them down, I hope. Okay, that's good to see. All right, pass back. Wasteland, sure. Well, that's another Birds of Paradise, so we'll play that. And this Mother Runes, and pass back. Gonna need a beater soon. Man, the land destruction is just ruthless in this matchup. come on, give me something that's better than that. Wow. Well, as much as it sucks, I think we kind of have to... Yeah, I think I'm just going to chill for a minute. No pun intended. But we really need to get a card that can, like, do something. Like that is what we're talking about. Okay. So... Thran Quarry is going to help us get there. So let's go white. Okay. White, red, blue, colorless. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Affects our cards too. This is a red card, of course. That's unbelievable. Okay, sure. Yep, that's it is what it is. Nope. This is all bad. Man, that's frustrating. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. We will never get to 6 mana. That's never happening. Oh, that's just too bad. Yeah, 3 mana Mog Fanatic does make me feel better, so. Man, just cannot believe that. Okay, pass the turn again. If we can just one more turn, we can get this angel down, and that will be kind of a big deal. So, but if he blows up a land this turn, then all that goes out the window. Okay, we actually might get a chance to do it. Okay, so red, blue, white, colorless, colorless, colorless. Oh my gosh, thank the Lord. Here we go. Get in there, get some damage in. Okay. Both mothers there to protect. Pass the turn. Second chill incoming. Whew, man, I'm so glad we were able to get to 6 mana. That was kind of important. And opponent's got Stone Rain. Okay. Alright. I think this is going to be good. Oh, and a Lightning Bolt. That's good too. Alright, so I think I'm going to Bolt Face and then play this second chill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3. Lightning Bolt. And then chill number 2. And that should lock the game up. I don't think they can cast any more spells. Yeah, cool. Whew. All right, well, that's a good start. Let's jump into match 2. So we can keep this, starting on Birds of Paradise again. Shadow Mage Infiltrator incoming. See what the opponent's on here. I'm guessing maybe the Rock or something like that. Just see the Treetop Village for right now. Opponent in the tank on turn 2. Okay. Meddling Mage. Should I name Pernicious Deed? Probably. All right, pass back. But it's got a full grip of 7 cards. I'm not sure if I should have got this Mother of Runes down earlier. I probably should have. That might have been a little bit of a misplay. It's got the Yavimaya Elder. That's going to get Swords to Plowshare 100%. Let's go City of Brass. Go white mana, Swords to Plowshare that. Go to combat. And then we're going to go Mother of Runes and Call of the Herd. Seems a little crazy, I know, but we've got the Pernicious Deed named, and I'm hoping to just really try to push through the damage here. But it is a little risky, I agree, to get it all out there like that. But because they could kill the Meddling Mage, still play the Pernicious Deed. I mean, Cabal Therapy. Okay. Naturalize. Okay. Yeah, we're a little all in here. Got a lot of eggs in the basket. Just hoping that they're not able to get the Pernicious Deed down, resolved on the battlefield, because that'll be very bad for our situation. But trying to get as much damage in as we can while we can. And if this Mother of Runes can come off of being summoning sick. Oh, okay. Then it looks like They're going to take the other mage and maybe kill this one for a future Pernicious Deed. That's my guess. No? Okay. Interesting. Another Call of the Herd. Well, let's go to combat. Get in there. It's got something. Treetop Village, sure. Okay, that actually works out perfectly. All right. This is vulnerable now, for sure, but I think we have a lot of pressure. Okay, well, Pernicious Deed probably is coming down next turn, so that's not good. Or right now, I guess. That's too bad. Well, we tried. Okay, so we'll just... I wonder if this works to where the Mother of Runes can protect something. I don't know the answer to that. But they're going to take some damage, so that's good. Lightning Angel for the future is excellent. See if I can save one of these. This may not work. I actually don't know, so. Didn't matter. Okay, that's fine. I didn't think it did, but I had to do it for science. Okay. Wow, that was kind of a big deal. All right, so red, blue, white. Okay. See if they got something to kill the angel too, because it's going to win the game on the next turn if they don't. And if they do, then we still have resources, so that's good. Maybe a vendetta, something like that. Well, they have it or they don't, so the rest doesn't matter. Okay, good. He just wanted to see our hand. All right, that's fair. We have the two main deck disenchants. I don't know if we need to really bring in more stuff, but... And I don't think any of this stuff's bad. Actually, the meddling mages are just not great, I don't think. You know, I actually think I will... Well... It's kind of close, but yeah, I'll bring in one of these and just try it like that. Not the greatest opening hand ever, but playable, so we're going to keep. Blake's pretty good. Don't think we're casting it this turn though. Could play Meddling Mage, but not really sure what to name. I think we're just going to go ahead and play the Call of the Herd. Could also go Birds, Meddling Mage. Could also go Birds, leaving up Mana Leak. I want to get the pressure down though. That's the important part for me. So yeah, I have to make them react to the pressure. So let's get the Call of the Herd down and pass. Engineered Plague, okay. Birds, sure. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to name... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to wait. There's no sense in doing anything right now. We have this disenchant up. We got Mana Leak. I don't think we need to do anything else right now. And it's a good Mana Leak target right there anyway. Land would be pretty good here. No land, okay. Yuck. Well, that's not great. Yeah, I think I'm going to disenchant that Plague. I know that's kind of strange, but that's what I'm gonna do. Seems kind of ridiculous in a way, but clear out 3 of these squirrels and pass back. Oh, they took it. Okay, interesting. Might be able to flash back this Call of the Herd. That's why I disenchanted that Engineered Plague. Opponent's got a big spell going. Oh my god, wow. That's crazy. Man, that just turns the whole game around. That's a winning play. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I can beat that either. I think that's probably going to be it. Wow. Just like that. Game turns very quickly. That really sucks. We're taking 10 points of damage here, so which means the game is, for all intents and purposes, basically over with. So. And that kind of does nothing. Oh, wow. I have to actually tap this Birds of Paradise. That's kind of sucks. Four blockers, they have 5 things. Man. Okay. Pass. I think they got us here. Oh, I wasn't thinking about that. Yep, you got me. Blah. Boy. Squirrels. Yeah, let's bring in 2 of these. That's kind of an important. That was a big deal. So I'm going to bring in 2 of these and back off the disenchant plan a little bit. He saw the mana leak. He's going to be less likely to play into that. God, those squirrels were such a big deal. I think I'm actually going to bring all of these in. Take out this mana leak and 1 disenchant and try it like that. Okay, so obviously cannot keep that hand, so I suppose just dump this meddling mage. We can do turn 1 engineered plague, but we're not going to do that. That's kind of ridiculous. So all right. Well, we got a good start. We just don't have anything to play yet. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Wow, that's bad. But since we have 2 of them, we're gonna play it. That seems kind of ridiculous, but that's what we're doing. Don't want to not play my spells and have it get duressed away or Cabal Therapy, so I'm just gonna play it. There's the deed. Man, this is just a really bad draw. Probably should have mulliganed it down to 5. He's just, that's just devastating to the Pernicious Deed. Might as well do it now so I don't get the mana. Yep. Alright, well, I think we just lost the game, so. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this game's done, unfortunately. Wow. Well, okay. This game will be very quick. $12 damage. Wow. I should have mulliganed. That was just stupid. What a stupid game that was. Alright, we got match 3 here. Got a keepable hand. So, keep this. Try to go birds into Shadow Mage. Okay. Opponent's got an elephant. And looks like we're going to get an angel to attack here, so that's really good. So let's go colorless, white, red, blue, and get our angel going. And pass back. Leave our Mother of Runes up for protection. Opponent cycles Barrenmoor. Plays a Treetop Village. And cycles Tranquil Thicket, looking for an answer to the Lightning Angel. And cycling another Barrenmoor. Opponent really digging there. There's an island. Question here is whether to go Shadow Mage or Call of the Herd. I think I'll start on the Shadow Mage though. So let's go blue, black, colorless, and see if we can start drawing some cards. Opponent cycling like mad. They got a Wasteland and Innocent Blood. And they got a Terravore. Interesting. Okay. Meddling Mage. We can probably name. So I could do Call the Herd or Meddling Mage. I'm probably going to name Pernicious Deed. I think that's what I'm going to do with that. So. Draw a card from the Shadow Mage Infiltrator. Source Plowshare, not bad to see that. So let's go Meddling Mage on Pernicious Deed. And then we'll Plowshare this Terravore before it gets any bigger. And pass back. Don't see any need to play this birds just yet. Opponent's got another Terravore, okay. And a Cabal Therapy, sure. What are they looking for here? They choose Swords to Plowshares. They blow up our Gemstone Mine, okay. Terravore is 7/7, that's no joke. So Mox Diamond does nothing, so Mana Leak. I think we'll leave that up. I would like to play the Birds of Paradise, but I think right now it's better to leave up the Mana Leak for, you know, if they kill the mage and then try to play Pernicious Deed, for example. That's a situation where we'd want a counter spell, so it's got more upside than playing the birds, I think, there. Terravore, might as well get in there. I'm just going to let it go. We can take the hit. Opponent's got Flashback Call the Herd. I think we'll go ahead and counter that. Alright, opponent's got no cards in hand. They're going to take 6. They won't be dead quite yet. Okay. Another Meddling Mage. Could name Chainer's Edict with that. I meant to play this Mox Diamond. Dang it. And I guess we'll play this Bird's Paradise now. I should have played the Mox Diamond. That was a mistake. Alright, pass back. Hopefully this is their last gasp here. They're just top decking. Yep. Cool. Alright, game 2. Nothing's jumping out at me. We could bring in these Seals of Cleansing, but we have 2 main deck disenchants, so I think we'll just run with that and just run it back. No lands. That's a mull. Ooh. Not great. It's a pretty bad hand right there. I mean, yeah, we can play a first turn Mox Diamond, but the second Reflecting Pool doesn't do anything. Wow, that's bad. think we're going to have to go to 5, as terrible as that is. Oh, God, it's still bad. Okay. Well, we'll keep this and put back... Mana Leak and a Thran Quarry, I guess. Not very encouraging. Not very encouraging 5 cards. Hopefully we can keep this Mother of Runes in play. We'll play the Thran Quarry last. So, play this Reflecting Pool and pass. It at least taps for mana this time. Ooh, that's actually really nasty. Call the Herd, okay? Alright, we got our own Call of the Herd. We could play Infiltrator. I think that's just slightly better upside, only because it draws us cards. So I think I'm going to favor that slightly. And then next turn, as long as we have all of our lands intact, which is questionable at best, we can play the Call of the Herd. But I think I just want to be able to draw cards. Yep. Birds of Paradise, not the worst thing to see. Would have preferred a land, though. So let's go to combat. That's a land. So get this Call of the Herd down and pass turn. Opponent's got no lands, but they do have a Treetop Village activation, so we've got Mana Leak up, so let's go to combat. It's a land. We can play the Lightning Angel a turn late. You know, I kind of like the idea of keeping up the Mana Leak right now and playing Lightning Angel next turn. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. So let's go ahead and just play this Birds of Paradise and then just wait. Well, it's got 4 green mana, and they've got a Gamekeeper. Wow, okay. That seems like a good thing to counterspell. Oh, okay, great. Let's jump into match 4. Never have the 3rd land with the Mox Diamonds. This actually is not great. I actually think I have to mulligan this hand. I mean, these Mox Diamonds seem super good, but I just don't think I can keep this. I mean, what are we doing? We don't even have 3 mana available. Yeah, that hurts, but I think we have to mulligan that. So this hand is much better. we'll keep this and pitch the disenchant. I think that's what we want to do here. Start on Gemstone Mine into Mother of Runes. So we'll keep, put back the disenchant. Get down the Mother of Runes and pass. Plowshared, okay. That's too bad. Well, I was hoping to be able to play something for 2, but we can't do that, so we just gotta play the Stromar's Cavern and bring the Gemstone Mine back to hand and pass the turn. So hope they don't have a wasteland. Sky Cloud Expanse, okay. That's a Plowshare. Pass back. Flooded Strand, okay. Attunement. Yep, attunement, okay. Call of the Herd. Pass back. Sort of regret getting rid of that disenchant now, but depending on how the game plays out, the Swords of Plowshare might actually be just fine for if we see an Opalescence, for example. Opponent's doing the attunement thing with 10 cards in hand. Gonna discard 4 cards, and we're gonna have to get busy real quick because we're gonna be replenished probably as early as next turn. So that's kind of scary. Decree of Silence is super bad. As a matter of fact, that probably ends the game on the spot, I guess. Right? If there are 3 more depletion counters, yeah, it's not good. I mean, that's for sure. There goes a Parallax Wave. Frantic Search doing its thing, and here comes a Replenish. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. So my understanding of this is that we can't actually kill anything they have because of this. So if we try to Plowshare this, because it's a creature, so this is not a creature. I think we're just dead because this doesn't actually do anything when I've played this deck before, because they can hide this, they can remove a fade counter and target itself. So it hides, and if I target one of these, it gets hidden by the Parallax Wave. I think game's just over. So yeah, I mean, they did their thing. That's it. There's nothing we can do about that. Oh boy. Not great to play against that, that's for sure. Bring in these Seals of Cleansing, I guess. And maybe one red elemental blast. And then we'll have to trim on some things here. Don't want to overdo it, so let's try that. We still have 2 mana leaks, 2 disenchants. We have 4 meddling mage, so man, they did that quick. So we can keep this. It's close, but just gonna need lands from here on out. That's not a land. Well, this is going to be probably a miserable loss, it looks like. Sometimes you get mulligan fatigue. I mean, yeah, I could have mulliganed again, but that would have represented at least the last 3 hands, or 4 maybe, even from the last game where I had to mulligan. So, and I mean, the hand was certainly playable. It's just that, yeah, I was going to say, we just need lands. That's really what it's about. And boy, we can almost get this Lightning Angel down, but not quite. So gonna have to play. Let's see if we go 1. I'm gonna wait till we have a counter spell available. I don't want to run this into a counter spell, because we could go tap 1, play this, 2, 3, play this, 4. But then we wouldn't have a mana, so so we're going to play it a little more on the safe side. Pass back. If we draw another land, we might be able to do things in a way where we can leave up a red for red elemental blast. They got a morph creature, sure. It's probably the angel. Go ahead and get that out of there. All right. No land. That's really unfortunate. Well, I mean, the best they can do is foil here, so I think we got to go for it. So let's go Gemstone Mine. We'll go red. Red, thank you. Blue, white, and then I did something wrong because the Dromar's Cavern was last turn, so we just got 3. Yeah, we got nothing, so unfortunately. Yep, just wait, hold up the mana leak. Last turn was when we needed the extra land to do the thing, and we just didn't have it, so this next turn didn't make anything any different. We just played our land and passed. Opponent's got all their mana. Ready to start doing stuff. There's another one of those. Just mana leak that. Hope for a land here. Now if we get another Dromar's Cavern, we can do some trickery, but we have to have, you know. All right, well, I mean, that works, so. Something. Pass turn. Need land. ASAP. Hopefully they can't go too crazy here with shields down with no red elemental blast to stop any craziness. But we haven't seen the attunement yet to get stuff in the graveyard and find the opalescence lines. Speaking of, there we go. Okay. I think we'll just play the island straight up. Yep. All right, pass back. Let's hope they don't have any chicanery here. But opalescence is in play, so that's the thing that makes it all work. So, God, of course. Wow. And there goes our entire game plan down the tubes. Just like that. One card. I don't think this card should be banned, but I think that the metagame needs to be aware that this card is basically just shuts down creature decks completely. Like, just completely shuts them down. I mean, I can play this Call of the Herd, I can play this Lightning Angel. Doesn't matter. It's just going to get exiled. So, I think the game's over, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just going to try to play this out. I mean, I'm sure they'll just use their fading counters, and I'll just see if there's any way we can... It just seems like the way they do it, they can make it come back and have full counters again. Yep, just like that. Okay, that's how they do it. Yeah, it's so once this is here, I don't know how you beat that card. I actually don't know. Please tell me in the comments. I don't understand how to beat that card. Sword Splasher doesn't work. Sweepers don't work. Disenchant, none of that works. Now, if you hit this first, which we don't have anything to do that, that's the only other way I can see that maybe does something. But like even in this situation, Red Elemental Blast, I can't hit this. I can't touch these cards. I have to hit this, and there's only a few cards in my deck that allows me to interact with that, and that's not one of them. So, pretty sure we're just cooked. So we'll just sit back and do nothing and lose. So, fun stuff. You guys have had enough fun over there. So we're going to really need a Seal of Cleansing or a Disenchant, something to attack this, because I just don't see any other way. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what else can be done. Frantic Search. How about no? You guys have enough going on there. Man, we're taking a 7 a turn. What more do you want? And they can just refresh that every time. That's just ridiculous. Look at all the trickery. And it's always at 5 counters. No matter what you do, it just nothing matters. So if this is successful, yeah, I mean, it's really the only chance we got. So just see. Yeah, that's a ridiculous combination. I can see why Parallax Tide was such a problematic card, but this card's bad enough. This, with this on the battlefield, which agreed, it's 2 4 CMC cards, but you know, when they're both in the graveyard, you cast 4 CMC and get 8 CMC worth of stuff from Replenish. It's pretty nasty. Frantic Search. Well, if they got the Replenish, that'll do it. Game ends immediately. So if they got it, they got it. They got 1 card in hand. Is that it? Yep. Okay. GG's. All right, let's play match 5. All right, final match for our 5-color rogue deck today. And it looks like we've got enough to get going, so we'll keep here. I'm going to start on Reflecting Pool, so if they have Wasteland, it doesn't hurt our ability to still get mana. Reflecting Pool by itself doesn't do anything, so... Like, yeah, we can't Swords to Plowshare at first turn Lackey, or, well, this looks like they're going to be on maybe... Not sure. Oh, Tireless Tribe. Okay. All right. We will Swords to Plowshares that, just because it's difficult to get rid of otherwise. Play our Birds to Paradise and see if we can get this one of these 2 creatures down next turn. Quiet Speculation. Search target player's library for up to 3 cards with flashback. Put them into that player's graveyard and then shuffle. Okay. So they're going to go get some deep analysis type stuff. Ray of Revelation. Call the Herd. Yeah, those are all really good. All right, let's get the Lightning Angel going on here. And we'll follow that up with some of the other players that we have here. Pass back. Go Infiltrator next here with Plowshare up for a Call the Herd, or if they're going to Deep Analysis, whatever they're going to do. We don't care about the Revelation, at least right now we don't. Opponent's got, okay, yeah, Deep Analysis, that checks out. Mother of Runes, also good to see. Opponent's at 9. Get Mom down. Then this Shadow Mage Infiltrator. Get that down. Leave up our Swords to Plowshares. And pass turn. Opponent's got Volcanic Spray in the graveyard. It's got Flashback of 2. It can deal 1 damage to each creature without flying in each player. So they can kill the Mother of Runes, if that's what they're going to do. Okay, they've got the Tireless Tribe. City of Brass. Okay. Plowshare the Angel. That's unfortunate. I think we're gonna, well, Let's just wait to see what we draw. Not the best thing in the world, but let's go ahead and get in there. Disenchant. That enables a lot of their madness stuff, so I think just get that out of there. Play this Dromar's Cavern. And we have disenchant up for whatever it might need to hit, so I'd like to see another Lightning Angel soon. Another tireless tribe. They are tireless, that's for sure. Ooh. Okay, well, we're gonna play that next turn. I don't see any reason to play it right now. We want to get it on the with the haste, so I don't think they're playing duress. It doesn't appear that they are. Okay, I wonder if they have the trick to do a bunch of damage. I think we'll just do that just in case. I'm always afraid of the about face card with the discarding his entire hand. What should I name with that? Well, first of all, first things first here. Let's go red, blue, white, colorless for the Lightning Angel. And they've got a counter spell, unfortunately. That's too bad. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, it's just too bad. Wow. Okay. Yep, that sucks. Okay, combat. All right, what's the worst thing they can have right now? That's my question. Swords to Plowshares. I think we'll just name that, and then come whatever may. If they steal the game with about face, then I will at least learn that that's what they have. So if they discard 7 cards, yeah, we could lose that way. I just don't feel comfortable taking the chance because I don't know. That's the biggest problem. Sure. Gets +0 +4. Okay. Discarding Roar of the Worm. They didn't have the mana to do that. Volcanic Spray. Okay. Not clear what to do here. I guess maybe they're not playing the about face. I just don't know. I literally don't know. I just don't want to lose the game on something stupid. That's why I blocked. And now I have a decision to make. Which creature to save. I guess I gotta save the Mother of Runes. It's just unfortunate that it has to be that way. Okay. Lightning Angel off the top would be nice. Oh. Yes, the gods are smiling right now. Okay. Red, white, blue. That's great to see. Yep. Cool. Whew, man. I was worried there because most of the Tireless Tribe decks are like the green-white variety. And they have madness triggers all over the place. But I'm just afraid of about face. You know, you can lose the game instantly on the spot with that card. So I was just trying to play around that. All right, we're just going to bring in 2 of these plagues to name human. We do have this as a human, and this is a human. So maybe that's not a great idea, but I don't know that the disenchants do much. You know what we could do is instead maybe just bring in these to fight against their magic, their circular logics and so forth. We'll just try that. I don't know how good that's going to be, but I don't know how good the disenchant is either. So I'll just settle on one of each. Don't want to over sideboard. All right, we'll ship it back and see if that's going to be good enough to get us there. So we got City of Brass and Thran Quarry. Not great. Not great. We do have an early Meddling Mage. It's not clear to me what should be named, though. This Thran Quarry early in the game is just super risky. I think I have to mulligan because I don't want to risk playing the Mother of Runes with the City of Brass. Turn 2 Thran Quarry. This can protect itself, but things get dicey if we don't draw a land. We do have Bolt, and we do have stuff we can do. Maybe it is a keep. I don't know. It's really close, though. That much I do know. So what do we name with Meddling Mage? That's the real question. I don't really know. Maybe Quiet Speculation. How about Swords to Plowshares? Is that a good one to name? Oh, we're hitting our lands, so that's good. I think for now, yeah, let's just do Swords to Plowshare. That seems reasonable to me. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. Come on, do this right. All right, pass back. See if we can get this Call the Herd down next and start going to town if we can. Oh, there's a Meddling Mage. We should be able to kill it though, so. Lightning Angel, yeah, don't blame him. Okay. We could go birds. Birds bolt. Get in for 2, call the herd next turn. I think that's what we want to do here. All right, pass back. Another meddling mage. Okay. Just gonna name Lightning Angel again. Sure. Okay. Not sure if we're gonna Pyroblast the mage or wait for something else. Probably gonna Pyroblast the mage, I think. Just want to keep getting our damage in, so. Ooh, 2 call the herds looks good. All right, pass back, see if we can keep the beats going. Vulnerable to counter spells after playing the Pyroblast, but I felt like getting their meddling mages out of the way was a good idea, even though I didn't care that much about the Lightning Angel right now because we don't have one, but just being able to keep the damage going. Quiet Speculation. Okay, so they're going to get their stuff in the graveyard. I thought about naming that card instead, but they could Plowshare my mage and then play Quiet Speculation, so it seemed better to do it this way. So they have a Roar of the Worm, which costs 4. That's coming next turn. They have Call the Herd and Deep Analysis, so okay. The good thing for us is that the opponent is going to be down on life, so that's pretty good for the good guys. Let's go ahead and flash this one back. Let's go green, green, white, blue, and pass. Hope they don't have a sweeper, because we got them dead on board, so they got to have an answer right now. No Wrath of God, please. Roar of the Worm. Okay, that's solid. And a Meddling Mage. Okay. Probably Lightning Angel again, I imagine. With the opponent at 7, I'm probably swinging out with everything. If they have a Swords to Plowshare, that could be very bad. So let's just see what we draw here. Oh, that's really good. And that's on the Meddling Mage. So if they kill it, we get the added bonus of being able to Plowshare something. So let's go to combat. Yeah, we just got to get in there, get as much damage as possible. Okay. So they take 3. The Plowshare will give them 6 life, so we don't want to do that yet. So let's go ahead and Call of the Herd here. And we'll hold up this Plowshare. If I put them at 10, I think I'm just going to hold on to it for right now. 6 life is kind of a big deal. So, City of Brass, that's painful. for them anyway. Wild Mongrel, okay. 2 cards in hand. Is one of those cards Swords to Plowshares? Okay, Call of the Herd, sure. All right. Well, they do have the superior fighting force now, so there's that. Just try not to take any damage here. So if we Plowshare away the token, we get in for... Or sorry, if we Plowshare the Wild Mongrel, we get in for 3 for sure, and then they're at 1. And then flashback this one. I think that's what we're going to do. So, Swords to Plowshare the Wild Mongrel. Well, put him 1. Doesn't put him 1. They gain a little bit of life, but not... Yeah, I tell you, this card has really been the bane of my existence. That's super frustrating. Okay, yeah, great. It's fantastic for the opponent. Wonderful. Couldn't be better. Horrible for the good guys, though. Yeah, it's just too bad. That's actually really frustrating. So if I swing in, they kill both my elephants. They still have a dog and a worm. It's kind of sketchy. Man, that circular logic, what a pain in the butt that is. So he's got nothing else in his graveyard he can flash back right now. Well, we have one more lightning bolt in the deck, so I think we're just going to flash this back, which is already going to be painful enough just because I have to spend money, or spend wasn't expecting those to trigger like that. It was weird. You know, we're paying life to do that, so not great. All right, pass back, no attacks. Are we blocking this worm token? I think we probably are. Oh, he's got a Plowshare? That sucks. Weathered Wayfarer. Okay. Okay. Really need a lightning angel to close the door here. After being shut off all game from those meddling mages. That'd be nice to see. Nope. Wow, that's so bad. I think we're just not doing well right now, so just pass and hope for a lightning bolt or a lightning angel is what we need to save us right now. That happened really fast, but I think the opponent must have... hold on a second. I think they tried to... Yeah, deep analysis flashback. Yeah, they only had 3 life left. Yeah, it happens. That's why getting them down to a low level was actually a good thing to do. So that's, you know... That's what I was saying, just trying to get him down to a low level. That's why I didn't want to... I was starting to question myself with Plowsharing the 6/6 because... actually did not mean to do that. Because the 6 life would have put them at 10. So, and it really pained me to double block that 6/6 with my elephants, and I felt like the game was slipping away, and that we were slipping into the losing section. But fortunately, I mean, hey, they made a mistake. It happens. Happens to all of us. So just fortunate for us that time we came out on the winning side of that. Okay, well then let's do a little post-game wrap-up here. Try to get my sideboard stuff so that it all is visible. So I try to test all my decks before I play them nowadays. I think when I first started the channel, I was a little gung-ho, and there was a few leagues that I've played in that I didn't test the deck first, and it didn't turn out as well as I thought. So I do try to test the decks. I did test this one. It seemed pretty good. I mean, I felt like it was decent. It had game. It's got a good mix of things going on. It's got just a little bit of acceleration. It's got, some removal. It's got this, Mother Rune's the best protection in the game. It's got main deck disenchants, 2 of them just in case. 2 main deck counter spells when they don't expect it. Meddling Mage to just try to mess with, mostly combos where this kind of shines the most. But whenever you play this card, it's really more about the immediate situation, what hurts you the most right now. And a lot of times you just have to name removal, especially if it's early in the game. It's just Swords, Plowshare, Lightning Bolt, whatever. But yeah, these are still functional, good cards. Call the Herd, solid value card for 3 and Flashback for 4. Shadow Mage Infiltrator really did good work for us. Drew us some cards, sneaking in there, getting a little bit of damage in. That seemed solid. And of course, our top end Lightning Angel was just kind of the MVP, star of the show. Great deal there. Sideboard wise, it's a pretty diverse sideboard. It's got stuff for different situations. The plagues for creatures, a couple more Seal of Cleansings to beef up the disenchant magic in there. Chills against red is really strong. And then, these red blasts and blue blasts that are just versatile cards against, red or blue. So I just feel like this deck has a lot of variety and a lot of versatility, which I think is its strength. And that's based on, like I said in the beginning when we were doing the intro, this deck really goes all out on the lands with the 5 colors, with the diamonds and Bird's Paradise too. The last deck that we played, the 5 color Threshold, if I recall, I think that mana base might have been it could be reviewed to have something more like this. Like Thran Quarry is kind of a risky card to play, because this just dies if you don't have any creatures. But as long as you have plenty of creatures, and like I said in the intro, this deck's got 20 to 24 creatures, and so they're usually going to be around, and that makes this card better. So that 5 color Threshold deck we played, I think one of the issues I had with it was that it seemed like the mana base kind of let it down a few times, where we didn't have the mana we needed at the time we needed it. This league felt pretty smooth. I mean, we didn't have, there were some mulligans that we had to do, and some times we didn't have the perfect draw or even close to functional magic, or we had to kind of take a chance with a risky hand or whatever. But at the end of the day, it worked out. It's just got a lot of different mana sources, which is great. So I think that's why this deck works better with the 5 color than that other Threshold deck did. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this today. I enjoyed playing this deck. I'm looking forward to playing another one that's similar to this in the future, but that'll be a little while down the road. It's still got a large backlog of decks. I analyze the mtgdecks.net space all the time, and I'm always finding interesting stuff out there. I really do like playing these decks that win small tournaments out there in the wild. I don't know why. That's just very interesting to me to bring that into leagues here on MTGO and see how it does. So far, it's taught me a lot. I mean, I'm learning about the metagame. It's kind of painful sometimes. I play a lot of test games and that you guys don't see, and there's a lot of learning and a lot of pain out there to try to get my mind around this metagame and play it intelligently. But it's a challenge to do that, and it's not what I'm gonna do every time I put up a video. But right now, I do find it to be interesting and challenging, and gets good variety. So. And I like a wide range of different decks, so and I find ones out there that I think I would like to play, and this certainly caught my eye, so enjoyed playing it. And so there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and thanks for stopping in. We'll see you guys in the next video.